2020 is going to be a big year. Yeah, little did I know. Hi guys, and welcome to my channel if you're new, or welcome back if you've been here before. Happy 2021! We made it through, guys. We made it through. I thought it would be a little bit fun to look at my 2020 goals that I had set, big ambitions for the year, and like react and, you know, just analyze whether I reached those goals and how the 2020 situation affected my ability to achieve those goals. So I've got the video here that I made, so I'll link that if you'd like to watch the video just for like context. Yo, already problem number one. I filmed this video while I was at Ken Forrester, and normally I go to like a nice wine farm and sit and look at the view and get some inspiration from the wine and like write out my goals nicely. I mean, I'm very happy to be in the flat because this time last year I had no idea, like absolutely no, like no, not in my wildest dreams would I have thought that I would be sitting in my garage slash bedroom. So it's not all that bad.
Thank you. Okay, so my daily goals.
Okay.
Daily goals. Okay, so the first one is to be outside every single day. Then also
Be outside every day. Kanti, we were in lockdown for months and months, confined to our house. Shame, hey? It's so funny that it was such a normal thing to say then, but now, that's hilarious. What a start.
Then also to wash my makeup off every day.
I'm about 80% there with that.
I'm going to aim for, I'm going to say 10,000 steps a day, but I don't have a Fitbit or my phone,
I got a Fitbit since then, so yeah, I haven't been, like I didn't achieve 10,000 steps every day, but I have been more focused on trying to get 10,000 steps. So I actually got the Fitbit as a hand-me-down from my mom during lockdown, the first lockdown, and it encouraged me to try and get my steps while we were sitting in our house doing nothing. So that's a good thing. Fitness goals, here we go.
I want to run 8 kilometers. So once a week I need to do a 5k and a 3k, or sprint or something just to get to my 8Ks per week.
8Ks a week. That's very attainable. I don't think I attained it, especially during lockdown.
And then, this was a goal a while ago and I never reached it, but to do 1,000 box jump.
Oh guys, like every single year my goal is to do 1,000 millimeter box jump. I still haven't reached it, so that's also just rolling over into this year.
I think it's 1,000 centimeters, so like a meter.
No, it's not 1,000 centimeters, dumb shit, it's 1,000 millimeters. That's something I learned in 2020.
Pull-ups?
Pull-ups. I thought that I was going to be able to do a pull-up. You crazy girl.
And then also limit alcohol drinking to only on the weekends.
Well, Cyril helped me out with that, that's for sure. Okay, so I filmed this on the 30th of December, and we're going to hear how many followers I had on that day.
December today, I have 133 subscribers.
133! And now I have 389. 389 minus 133. Yo! So I grew 256 subscribers over a year. That's cool. Thanks, guys. So my goal was 500. So I... Well, 2 videos a week. That's a joke. Yeah, obviously when I wasn't working, then it's okay. But also, I mean, like, when everything is closed, how am I supposed to vlog when I'm sitting at home twiddling my thumbs all the time? So yeah, that was a disaster. But at least my homeware hauls went viral, so at least I did get a bunch more subscribers because of that. So I didn't, they're like, I don't know how on earth I thought I was. I suppose if the world was normal and I was creating content as I had planned, maybe I would have organically grown. But yeah.
One is things to save up for. So obviously the biggest like elephant in the room is that me and Palm have been wanting to move out for a year and a half. But because my income has been so we haven't been able to, so that's
Oh my word, guys.
Then to get our own place, and then obviously all of the things that come along with moving out and buying appliances. So we built up quite a big like trousseau of stuff until then.
Yeah, that's so
like,
crazy.
Since wanting to move out, no, we haven't. But there's still a lot of stuff that we need to buy, so there's all of that stuff as well. But obviously it's the deposit and all of those things.
Well, at least we didn't have to save up for a deposit, but we didn't have to pay for fucking cupboards and more cupboards and floors and ceilings and...
And one of the most important ones is to reflect. So all of these things, I've written like how many pages of goals, that to sit down at the end of every month and go through my month and reflect on, have I been making an effort to reach these goals? What have I done well? What have I done badly? What can I do to improve?
Wow, that's a really good one.
Have I been making...
I didn't do it, but that's a really good... Wow, I was so like clever then. Lockdown ruined me. That's cool to like reflect and to go back and look at your goals and say like, did I reach them? You know, where do I need to work harder? Because if I had have done that, maybe I would have reached some of these goals, because literally I never went back to this until like right now. So if I had have, then I would have like stayed on track and I would have actually reached, you know, achieved some of those goals. Like I don't even remember some of those goals that I set. So I think that's a good one. Well done, former Roxy. Hello, me again. After the part that I filmed previously, I then filmed my like goals for the year, my 2021 goals. And then after looking back at it, I was like, you know what, the goals that I set are like so superficial. Like run so many Ks a week, drink so many liters of water, reach these health goals, fitness goals, weight goals, career goals, like save money goals. It's also like silly, I don't know. So I decided that I wanted to redo it and set more like intentional goals. So for example, I'm not going to set health and fitness like daily goals and weekly goals, because it's part of my lifestyle. Like being active is part of my lifestyle. Eating a majority healthy diet is part of my lifestyle. And like, it's so sad that every year those are like the most important things on my list. Like, is that really all my life is about? Like, that is cuck sad, but of like an existential crisis. So I've been really enjoying a podcast by Georgie Stevenson, and she's a bit of like a personal development coach, if you could say that. And I really enjoy the things that she talks about, and that kind of is what inspired my mindset change. So she has a podcast called the Rise and Conquer podcast. So I would really recommend listening to that if you're into personal development and like becoming your best self and learning to believe in yourself and trust in yourself and be confident in your abilities. And that's basically all of my goals for the year. So I'm actually filming this as I am getting the details this evening about my new job. It's just a freelancing like part-time thing, but I have absolutely no idea what it entails. I have no idea what my responsibilities are going to be. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do them. So a big goal for me this year is to be more confident in myself and to be more confident in my abilities and not always doubt myself and downplay my like intelligence and stuff. Like, I don't know, I always like, yeah, I'm not going to get into it, but like just to be more confident and not be so scared. Like, I'm scared of everything. I don't know why, but everything makes me nervous and stresses me out. And before I go somewhere and do something, it stresses me out, especially work related. Not so much on a social level, but work related. I like overthink everything and like unnecessarily stress myself out. So that brings me on to my second like goal for the year, which is to drop the struggle. So this is also something that Georgie speaks about a lot in her podcast and on her YouTube. If there's something that you need to do, but you're not looking forward to doing it, you can have this like negative mindset and you like put it off and you really don't want to do it. And while you're doing it, you're like hating it and it sucks. But then when your deadline is at 7 p.m., by 7 p.m. you've done it and then it's complete. But if you just have the mindset of, okay, I need to do it, let me do it and then it's done, either way, it's going to be complete. So why should you have this negative mindset, be in this negative aura, have this like struggle mentality, when if you're just neutral about it, you're going to do it anyway? Don't stress out about things that needn't be stressed out about. Focus on things in a positive, or at the very least, a neutral state of mind. Be calm. Do not stress. When I am having my meeting this evening, my heart's just racing, just thinking about it. But I mean, already I'm going to be in a good mood because let's hope Uncle Cyril opens the floodgates of alcohol tonight. Alcoholic tendencies. That's normally one of my goals. Drink less wine in the week. Anyway, what was I saying? And then the last thing I just wanted to say was, to reflect again on last year.
What are you doing?
Filming?
Huh?
Filming. Why are you laughing? It's almost like I haven't had a YouTube channel for 2 years.
Yeah? No, I'm just surprised. Like they're this big, yeah, and then like someone is just sitting staring because I didn't see like.
Just to like reflect a little bit again on 2020, and I just like, if you can't look at my life and believe God's goodness, then I don't know what can inspire you. Because I was even like getting a bit emotional, like you saw in the previous clip. Like, at the beginning of last year, I had no idea that within 6 months I would be living in my own place and that me and Palmer would have moved in together. Like, God is so faithful that He knows the desires of your heart before you even pray about them, and before you even speak about them, and before you even like conceptualize them. Like, this is what I always wanted, but I never really like prayed for it because it was so like unachievable, and like, I knew it would happen eventually, but not like this soon. And it's been an absolute blessing and pleasure. And it's, you always think you don't want to move in too soon, and we've been dating for 3 years, but that's not that long, and but like, it's been absolutely incredible. Mine and Palmer's relationship has grown. Palmer's and my parents' relationship has grown. Like, it's just
One more thing, God's plans. We got good news to tell you.
What?
Roxanne is pregnant.
Don't say that, that's rude. We are not trying to fall pregnant at all. So step 1, small flat. Then step 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe fall pregnant in the future. But yeah, random interjection. No matter what chapter of your life you're in and what you're going through, just be aware that God can change your situation so much that that book gets closed and gets put on that shelf, and an entirely new, beautiful, sparkly, pink, rose gold book gets opened with a Parker pen, your new story. Like, the difference between my before book and my after book is like, this is like, it is the most amazing blessing to feel that I am exactly where I need to be right now, and it's all by God's grace. "2020 was a really, really incredibly difficult year for, I think, the majority of the world, but I am so grateful that I have had many years that were way worse, financially, emotionally, you know, with death in the family and friends, like best friends' families. So 2020 for me was actually a really, really good year, and I am so blessed to be able to say that, and I'm so grateful that things happened the way that they did. So yeah, I'm really lucky that 2020 was like a huge year for me in my life in a good way, whereas for other people it was a really like bad year. So I'm extremely grateful that things worked out for me personally the way that they did. And yeah, I mean, it's not like it's not like bad stuff is never going to happen to me. You know, we're all human, bad things happen to humans. But I'm just really grateful for the way that God has guided me in terms of my mindset to become to where I am now, because I feel like I've grown emotionally a lot, as you can just see by this video. So yeah, I hope that this inspires you in some way to turn your life around and don't accept less than what you deserve. Thanks for being with me throughout this whole journey of mine and Palmer's relationship, of being not in lockdown, going out, drinking wine farms, living my best life, to being unemployed, being employed, being unemployed, being retrenched, getting my UIF, being unemployed, living with my parents, building the flat, living in the flat, decorating the flat. Like, it's been a journey, fam. So here's to 2021, and who knows what it has in store for this channel for 2021, but it can only be good.